Now, London for long have enjoyed being the global financial center, and technology is transforming the whole of the financial industry. And we know that London is moving east, and hence the University of East London needs to make sure that we are making the right amount of contribution to the development of this technology sector, which has the potential to be the Silicon Valley of Europe, if not of the whole of the world.
The aim of the center is to be a hub for expertise, for research, for education, in all dimensions of fintech.
The plan for our Centre of Fintech is that we'll produce outstanding research in this area of financial technology. We really want to engage with the fintech industry, produce policy and regulatory work, and ultimately produce that talent pipeline through our fintech education. We want to achieve further technical advances in the areas of AI, cloud computing, blockchain with a focus on security, transparency, bias management and regulation.
So the industry partners that we chose to work with are those that care deeply about creating an inclusive and diverse fintech pipeline.
So I am really passionate about giving back to the next generation, but also fintech and financial technology, it's all about diversity of thought and diversity of thinking and challenging the status quo. So I reached out to University of East London because I wanted to encourage more students at the University of East London to know exactly what all the opportunities are within the world of fintech.
One of the things that I know growing up is that there's like this big invisible wall which surrounds this area as far as the rest of London is concerned. So I felt that I wanted to give something back to really help people who come to UEL break into the financial services industry and into the technology industry. And so for me, this is a very personal mission.
UEL is, I think, the beating heart of East London, and as an East London resident myself, it was a match made in heaven. I think with UEL's and the Fintech Centre's real focus on technology coming first and this new technological revolution that's happening, it was incredibly exciting to be asked to join in. My area is obviously in blockchain, and blockchain has a huge potential in kind of this new world, and obviously being able to share that with UEL students is a real privilege.
As a fintech business, we were just very excited that there's actually a course that is purely associated with fintech to actually explain to students and open the mindsets of what a job in the fintech world could be like.
I strongly believe that the decision of the UEL to set up the Fintech Center would be a vehicle to educate fintech founders and provide them with the critical knowledge that they need to build a sustainable business. And will go a long way to drive that change and increase the number of fintechs that make it past what is known in the startup world as the valley of death.
Partnerships of these types are very important for students because it gives them that confidence, it gives them that first level experience, which is so important to be successful, especially in this post-pandemic world where everything is 100% digital, and there's a huge digital transformation we all have been seeing though.
I'm the son of two immigrants. I didn't have any helping hands or whatever, or any network to lean on when I started out my first business, and I kind of just did it through blood, sweat and tears and hard work. And I think there's an opportunity for people like myself and probably the other partners in the Fintech Centre to be able to provide some of these opportunities, so you don't have to kind of go through and stumble around and find these out for yourself.
So industry partnerships are really important for students. For exactly those reasons. They are, it's today's students who are going to be forming this world. They're going to be natives in this world in the way that previous generations can never be. And the brightest and best among us and among the next generation are going to be the people who are forming and shaping this and making sure, as Buckminster Fuller famously said, we are architects of our future, not victims of it.
The focus that we'll have will enable it to attract students that are interested in that marketplace. It will enable them to attract organisations that are interested in fintech and want to tap into the thinking that is there, but also to share their skills and experience to help those students develop their understanding and capability within the market, to bring their ideas and their future thoughts to the next generation of fintech solutions for the market as a whole.
The partnership between the centre and industry partners really does provide a framework for students to get introduced earlier on to the ultimate purpose of their studies, which is to help the growth of industry.
We need universities as UEL to start building the capabilities, the skills, the knowledge that we will need for the future and will help us to take our organizations to the next level.
It's a fantastic opportunity even for students to gain first-hand knowledge about the fintech. And what is really fascinating for me to see the center who are very passionate, the team at the center, they're very passionate to bring industry and industry professionals from the very beginning of this project and to bridge the gap between the academia and the industry. So I think this helps the students to learn more about how the real life experience would be with the help, of course, of the industry professionals. And I think it's a very good blend of academia and professionals to build the courses.
Fintech centers are really important for the industry and for the education institutes because there's a huge gap of the skill set in the industry. And these fintech centers are placed well to fill those gaps. So these fintech centers are going to help the industry as well as help students who are looking forward to get into the industry.
This centre is really planned to play a key role in the Newham community and other neighbouring boroughs such as Tower Hamlets. And one of the ways we want to achieve this is through its activities, which promise to have a huge potential to build solid partnerships and collaboration with external and community stakeholders. Thank you.